Welcome to Fortune Forecast, and here we are in the month of November, the gratitude, a special month. Why? Because yours truly was born in the month of November. Hello, 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 and in this video, we will be taking a look at all the zodiacs as their influence will come in on the full moon here of November 8th. I am Daisy, your hostess, and you are in my tarot playlist. Welcome to Fortune Forecast. Let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, a little trivia about this November moon, also known as the Beaver moon. And why was it called the Beaver moon? Well, during the time of the fur trade in North America, it was also the season to trap beavers for their pelts. And hence, that's how we got that name. The full moon of November is a bit special. Yeah, just like me. The full moon will be navigating through Taurus on this special day of November 8th. And with that, we'll be bringing those energies. Taurus is oriented towards filling our needs. So you may find yourself dedicating some time to take care of yourself, to prioritize the things that are important to you. And it may be that you are putting yourself first, and that might seem a little bit selfish, but in the scheme of things, it is time that you did that. And you also may find yourself looking towards that sense of security, looking at your week, looking at your month, looking at the end of the year and into the future as what does that security look long term for you as well? Also, you might be thinking about your health, becoming aware of your physical needs, emotional needs, and mental needs. This moon is activating. So we have the moon, which by its nature is emotional and brings forth these inner feelings. But now these feelings are now coming here, manifesting themselves here on this earth plane, being magnified in the full moon state. So now it's total magnification about addressing these issues that are truly important to us, about really connecting with all that is here, whether it's the luxuries of your life, whether it's the embrace of nature, walking on the grass, feeling that connection, or possibly, enjoying good food, good company. Taurus moon will remind you that you are alive. Now let's talk about the fact that it's a full moon. And so this full moon is really an opportunity to cleanse yourself emotionally and release those deep-seated wounds so that you can move beyond those old pains and transcend to your new self. This energy that will be lasting about 3 days, the day before and the day after the full moon. So it's about 3 days. You will get maybe inspiration. It's a great time to also look at your life, look at your surroundings, get rid of things that you have outgrown. Now let's focus on the fact that it's not just a full moon, but it's also a lunar eclipse. And so when we just think about the word eclipse, something that eclipses, something that changes, something that moves forward. So that's exactly what this magnificent full moon in Taurus is asking us. What are we ready to eclipse? What are we ready to change? What are these emotions and subconscious patterns revealing to us that are no longer healthy for us, no longer viable to the person and the life that is waiting for us in the future? This lunar full moon eclipse is showing you the way of what you need to let go of and what changes should be made. Pay close attention. Let's get started. So I do have a player here. Let me bring my little friend over here, activating our centers here. And this little stone, look how beautiful it looks, right? Under this light, it looks fantastic. And it's got little speckles of red and black. And this stone is called Sayazite. It transforms negative energy. So anything that you're trying to let go, how perfect with this incredible, powerful full moon lunar eclipse that we have happening today. And then I draw Zodiac, so it transforms negative energy into positive energy. So it gives you a chance to, if you do have one of these stones, to use it during your journaling and write down all the things that are not healthy for you. Watch your thinking, and then what would be the positive opposite of all these negative things that you've written down. So it's a good way to bring it out from within and, set on that journey of healing. This also helps work with the heart, sacral, and root chakras. So a lot of good stuff here from this beautiful stone, and we're bringing this energy into the season here. Okay, so now let's set the players. Okay, because we are in the month of November, we will start with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, all right, Sagittarius. Okay, well, we have the Queen of Swords showing up for Sagittarius full moon energy. And, well, this day doesn't find you well. It could be that you could be involved in a situation where, let's talk about love itself. Maybe you have been involved too much with your heart and not thinking with your other senses. And so becoming too emotionally involved with this current situation is kind of screwing things up for you. What we see here, when we just look at this picture here, this person here is looking towards her kingdom, commanding just with the wave of her hands. There's these spiritual beads. So she has got that spirituality as she sends her thoughts into the ethers. She has the sword, which has both sides of any situation. We have messengers from above flying that support and bring her messages. We see that she sits in this throne of transformation. And we see that there is this cherub, this angelic sense to the wisdom that she has attained, as we could see also with the butterflies in her crown. So why do we have her upside down, Sagittarius? So apparently the situation may be that you might be involved in something way in with your heart and you're not thinking things through. You've been too judgmental about certain things, and you have to start thinking objectively because your emotions are taking you everywhere but where you need to go. And it is time to look at the situation using the facts, looking at the truth as straight up as you can so that you can create a better picture for yourself as you move forward. Then when you can see what the facts are, you will have clarity, and then you can make these choices. But right now, this is not really helping the way that you are kind of pushing away the truth because you are obscuring it with your heart. So in a couple things, whether this is in love, you might be involved in a relationship that might be too, what I would say, manipulative or toxic. It really is not helping your growth. And if this comes to career, possibly there's something happening here that during the work, there could be a miscommunication, bad information, or just a very bad working environment here because people are not laying their cards out to share, what needs to get done. And then when we think about money and finance, well, because it's upside down, there's something possibly has to do with a money decision and you're not clear on how to move with that. Let's look at love. Let's look at this beautiful picture here. We have the serpent here in this very interesting play. And it says your power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So you need to realize that you do have the power. You just need to make that choice. Are you going to stay or are you going to walk away? The Buddha in the area here is sharing a couple words here. Life purpose, more than money, spiritual wealth. In career, we have counselor, being guided, and divine path. So when we go back to this, Buddha's telling you, you know, you need to listen. Remember the power beads I talked about? You need to listen. Not everything is, not everything is about money. And you need to be guiding yourself and get back on that path. So the Buddha is talking to you, bringing this message that it's time to go back in so that you can connect with that divine path. And here with this beautiful message, I am beautiful. It is a reminder. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Beauty is the soul. Beauty is the way that you choose to express your life. Beauty is the way that you choose the words that come from your within. Beauty is the way that you walk. Beauty is the way that you live. And that makes a complete beauty. So focus on the uniqueness of yourself. And as you begin to love yourself and see the beauty in yourself and begin to cultivate the highest virtues. It's not easy, but definitely you will see yourself going back on that divine path, which you have strayed from. All right. So I just want to go back to the original one here because it's a reminder that that's kind of what the situation is. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, let's look at this. The Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, we have this person standing here looking out into the world, looking at the options, trying to get that momentum to start something new, and has the ability to do that. So when we come here and we look at this, it's upside down. Something is blocking your plans. So it might mean that something is happening about your plans in the future, and you need to take time to plan, to set your goals, to look at. When I say set your goals, it's not just write them down. It's like once you write, let's say 3 to 5 goals that you have, then each one of them needs to have a strategic plan. Who are the people? What's your timeline? What does it involve? How much of your energy do you need to use? What do you have right now that you can help to get that going? So it's like literally going through and reverse engineering your goal and see how you got there. So it's not just, hey, these are my goals. No, it's like, what do I need to do and start, moving towards the attainment of them. So especially if you've already, take a look at, now we're almost closer to the end of the year and you're finding yourself like, what? You haven't started on your long-term goals. And it may be that you feel a little bit overwhelmed with what you have in front of you. So at this moment, you are pretty much kind of reacting and not acting on making these changes that you need to make. So when we look at in love, probably if this has to do with a relationship, could be intimate or someone in the work area. But if this has to do in love, possibly there is a situation where there is not making that, connection. There might be some things in between you and this person that right now are kind of not bringing it together. Or if this is an existing couple, this can be that maybe right now something's come up and trying to find out which way to go, but you can't find the middle ground between what that person wants and what you want. When it comes to a career, also, if you were looking for a career, if you were thinking about something you were pursuing, a change, This could be that possibly there's some obstacles, you're not getting those callbacks, or if you were looking for a promotion, there is some challenges that you're coming against, and you're feeling like there's no growth, no motivation for you to stay where you're at. So it's like things are just stagnating a bit when it comes to the current work. Now, when it comes to money, if it has to do with, you were pursuing some money goals, right now they're just a little bit evasive. And so things are kind of seems like either delayed if you were waiting for a couple things. I'm getting the word a contract. I'm getting the word something that has to do legal document. So I don't know if this has to do with an inheritance or something that is binded by a contract. There's going to be some delay in them showing up in your life. Let's take a look at the love department. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only on being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So as it plays with this one here, if there is that conflict, you could see the strategy is don't make decisions based on guilt. Only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Start facing the music that is your life. And from there, start making those decisions that you need to make. Okay, we have the anchor, and the anchor is in reverse. So here it says money blocks, being stuck, financial sound. Again, that's just what I finished saying here. Water related, travel, stable for now. So a couple things when it comes to money. There it goes, saying that you're feeling stuck. There's some money blocks. Something's not moving. So this card is actually confirming that. And when it talks about the work here, if you do have a job, it's stable for now, but it's for you, it's like what moves you, and you feel either stay anchored in this until you can get yourself out of the emotional place that you find yourself in. And there you go. Definitely count the blessings. This is a beautiful card, which is really the full moon is asking you to count your blessings. Count the blessings and root yourself in. And remember, Capricorn is an earth sign, so how perfect to come back to basics, to come back to nature, to come back to earth and see the blessings that you do have before you. Okay, so full moon, lunar eclipse. What do we need to eclipse? What do we need to change? What do we need to evolve through? So far, 2 are in the reverse. Okay, next message. Aquarius. 3 cards upside down. I would recommend after you're done with this video, go to the weekly tarot for this week. You will begin to see how much of this is resonating for you. Okay, because there's more that you can grab from that video. Okay, so again, another one upside down. Something is happening today and it's being pushed through with this lunar eclipse, the full moon, revealing things that need to change and need to happen. And so the things that are happening, whether you like it or not, as uncomfortable as it may seem, it is taking place. And so when we look at this beautiful night heading towards somewhere, still has to deal with some emotional issues, but he's very sensitive and willing to share this from his heart with others. And he feels protected and he brings beautiful messages. Well, when we think about that, there's an issue here, the Knight of Cups. So now that we looked at him right side up, in the reverse, it's kind of saying something of different story. It's almost like as if you allow your emotions to control you and your life a lot more than you should. And here, this is also an important time as we have the moon magnifying itself and asking us to come back to earth a little bit here. You might have to take a look at your emotions, keep them in check. Have you been a little bit angry lately? Have you been a little bit jealous lately? Have you been moody? What is going on? And as you begin to identify what is those things that are like the barometer of your heart and find out what's causing these areas, you can take action to avoid those situations, to improve on how you manage those emotions during those moments. There is no need for you to allow your emotions to get the best of you, because you find yourself then jumping into conclusions, making some very quick decisions that maybe later you cannot reverse. So here you have it. When it comes to love, Maybe you're trying to avoid the conflict. And you know what? Having a passive aggressive attitude with your partner is not improving the communication. So it's about changing the situation and, being sincere, finding the words so that you can communicate your feelings with this person. Because if you keep continuing that, it's going to fester and it will not lead to a positive long-term scenario for you. When we look at the area of career, again, this has to do with the way that you are reacting and responding to situations at work. Are you getting emotional over things? Are you blowing things out of proportion? Are you playing drama queen? So very important for our Aquarius to not be making these stories up in your head. You're going to find out because you're overthinking this. And so maybe you're putting yourself in a situation where you're putting too much into what's really there. And at the same time, avoiding, dealing with the situation. And when it comes to money, well, it looks like you don't want to get involved in making a decision that needs to be made when it comes to money. You're avoiding making those financial decisions. Or it could be that you received some type of news or something came in and you're kind of very disappointed where things are going money-wise with either the deal, with the future, or with the investment. In love, it's about freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So remember, how sincere are you? Only you can change this situation if you want to play with the truth. Because nothing is stopping you. And the path is clear. You're making up excuses. You are not being sincere. Or possibly the other person is not being truthful. And so it's very hard to deal with someone that is not forthcoming. Okay, swords upside down. Money conflicts. Hello. We saw that situation here with the poor financial decisions or avoiding to make those decisions, cutting corners, and the breakthrough. Law and order. So this might have to do with a decision that needs to be made regarding some documents that involve money at the end. Pay cut, defense, being fired. So probably this is where the financial disappointment is coming from, because of something related to the work, because there was tensions there, because you're not able to express, or because of the drama that happened there. This moon is bringing it all up. So how are you going to respond to that? That's the question. It says here, application. If you apply yourself more, apply yourself in the areas that you right now are complaining about. Apply yourself in becoming a better partner. Apply yourself in better money practices. Apply yourself at work and become an employee or a leader of value. Okay, Aquarius. I don't want to be in your shoes. Okay. Pisces. Let's go with the water signs. Let's see how they're going to be influenced with the moon. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4 upside down. And with the 5 of Cups, it's upside down. Even though I could tell you when we look at this card upside right, we have 2 cups sitting here. We've got 3 spilled, 1 with green. Could be a little envy, could have been love related. Interesting. Could have been a triangle in a love affair. Lots of little things this could be, but definitely it's like looking at this and having a hard time to move onward. But you know what? When we see this in the right side up, there's a different story here. This could be that you have moved on from this situation, or you're beginning to move on from the situation, from the sadness, from the pain, from the regret, and you're beginning to what I call take a look at your own actions and your part in this role, and come to some, what I call it, appreciation of the lessons that you've learned, so that you can move forward and, as I could see, get to that bridge and cross over. So here, this is definitely a positive card about a situation that happened, and you are coming to terms with this situation that involved relationship. It could be personal, it could be work related, but definitely it was one that impacted you. And you are now ready. As you can see there, the 2 cups. You're ready to pick up the cups and move forward with what you have and, you know, continue this journey that life has to offer you. Okay, how appropriate. So in love, the message is trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Do we see that? That's perfect with this card here. If has to do with a month that's, making you look at your relationship, it says here, once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So once you see this situation for what it is, and you're able to pick up these cups and move forward, you are ready to transform because you're trusting. You may not be trusting yourself. You may not be trusting the other person, but you're trusting that the divine intelligence will guide you through. The Tower. Look at this. Earning power, building a business, sound decisions, corporate job, power, unstable position. Okay. So when it comes to your business and your earning ability, it looks like for sure that as you move away from this situation, you're going to regain some momentum and begin to financially step forward. So if you're able to move forward in love and business or career, you will be able to get yourself back on solid ground again. Okay, so we have harmony, but harmony is upside down. So it's something to work through. This is just that reminder. Look at this beautiful person coming into themselves. Look at the pose here. If you look a little closer, she's sitting and she's practicing the mandala mudra. Let me show you. I have this deck. You can check my unboxing for this set of cards, and it's called the Mudras Awakening to the Elements, and you could see this mudra here. And for you, my Pisces, it is asking you to integrate union and spiritual oneness. So this is a sense that you need to cultivate awareness, inner awareness. That's what this is about. You may be way out there and you may be dealing with, definitely check out that video that I have. You may be dealing with something that has you out of tune with yourself, and by even practicing the mandala mudra, you might be able to come into those moments of peace, and you might be able to repolarize your left brain and your right brain and your whole circuitry as you focus on inner being, inner harmony, and focus on yourself. So definitely very important, especially since this last card is here upside down, kind of reminding you as you move forward, you have to think about yourself. Next one is Aries. Fire sign, firing it up. The first right side up card. Definitely here with Aries, the sun has come out to play. For you, Aries, the full moon is a reminder of it's okay just to let everything go, because new beginnings are on the horizon. We see this little baby here, all naked to the world, riding on the beautiful horse, all bare as well, a power banner in his hand as he goes on into the future, knowing that he is full of that power and spirituality as represented by the sunflowers wreath in his head or her head, and as well around him with the sunflowers and the sun rays upon this beautiful being. So definitely it's a go for you and the things that you're doing with this when it comes to love. This is the best moments right now. There might be a new relationship as it's a baby here, so it might be a new relationship is in the horizon, and this is a moment of happiness and just feeling excited about love and life and yourself. In your career or your business, this is definitely a time also that new projects are coming through, and at the same time old projects are finalizing, and it's a moment of excitement, a lot of good things. And also with money, feeling very stable and strong with your money. In love, radiant also, we have a sense of radiance as we see the radiance here coming from the sun. And in this card deck, what does it say? Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life. regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So it is time, and welcome this new relationship that is showing up in your life, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Now, what's the deal with the gears upside down when it comes to, career and money? There must be a little thing here. Money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, building team, taking time off, security. So it says here, because it's upside down, we're looking at, even though we've got the sun here, just make sure that you keep your eyes on the prize. Don't drop the ball, because there might be a new relationship in the way. Keep working hard. Keep, your eyes on the prize, your finances moving. And, also make sure that you balance things out between work and play. And then awareness. The awareness is upside down. So this is something that you need to work on, because as you sometimes can be excitable Aries, it is important that you're also aware of the whole journey and also other people, because sometimes you can be just about me, and of course excited about this whole new situation that's showing up in your life. So most important, stay tuned to yourself, stay true to yourself, and focus on being aware of where things are going, where things are moving, and your space in that as well. Taurus. Taurus, great. Looks like there's going to be unions, there's going to be coming together, there's going to be a relationship, there's going to be bonding, there's going to be love is in the air, and a healthy kind of love, a love that's bounded by things that you've gone through together, and it's healthy. And I love it how this person is reaching out, so there's going to be sharing in this love. It's beautiful. And at the same time, it is a sense of balance. We've got the male and the female energies. You're coming into, no matter what this moon is bringing, no matter what the eclipse is bringing, balance for you. It could be career, could be money, could be love, could be your health, but this is definitely at play. This is here suggesting that there are a couple things right now that you're deeply concerned about, and these things are playing a key role in what you will be doing in the future. So it is good right now to take a little step back as you have this full moon in view and look at the situation from that perspective. Even though it's somewhat sublime and it's not as radiant as a full sun, at least you can try and focus, your next 3 months goal, and focus on, where you can go with the situation. You've done a good job here. And with this, balancing love and family, balancing work, and changing with the flow, this has been really good. You've been being able to manage that. And when it comes to work, if it's a work-related situation, things are pretty fair. It looks like things are showing up at work that you are using the best of your abilities to balance your mind, what with having a good gut reaction on what you need to do and what needs to get done. So that's a good play there. And when it comes to the finances, well, we probably could see that because of the emotion here, because it's a water sign, you might be trying to right now kind of find a way to, stabilize the money situation and get back into some healthy money strategies. Let's look at this. Wow, look at that. They both match. Sacred union, male and female. The two energies matching. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So this is stepping the game up for this message about this person in your life, and respect and honor and treasure, that they're there in your life. Okay, another one, right side up. Cutlery, business tools, needing more money, living well, food related, sole provider, and more work. So in this message is you have the tools. You have the tools that you need to not only take care of yourself, but also to get the job done. And it's there. It's not like you're starting from scratch. So make sure that, you stay focused, and it looks like there might be more work on the way, which might be able to remove some of that frustration that you have with the money. Okay, and then the final message is comfort. Don't worry yourself too much. Sometimes you tend to be in your head much more than is necessary, and it's important to know that you've gone this far. Something has helped you through your tough time. You've gone this far, and through your tough times, you've made it through. Find comfort. See that? And if you believe in guardian angels and that there is a divine force watching over you, guiding you, that you're not alone, that's what you need to focus on. Work on that a little bit more, and you will see how all of this will really fall into place. Gemini. We have the Eight of Cups. How appropriate with we have a full moon, and there's a little quarter moon, but definitely a full moon. What are you walking away from? What is it that you're not happy about? What is it that has happened? Have you lost your purpose? Have you lost your will? Are you looking? Are you heading on a journey? And this reminds me so much of the Hermit card. You could see my playlist on how to read the Hermit card, because he has the staff in his hand, heading away from all of the drama here, from all these things that he thought were important. Maybe people, situations, and experiences. And maybe now you're looking at different options, a different direction that you want to take your life in. And the sense that, you've gone through so much that you are willing to actually step out of your comfort zone, step out into unknown areas to find yourself. So it could be, if this is a relationship, that you're walking away from an unfulfilling and unhealthy or unhappy relationship, and you're just willing to just turn your back on everything and just start new. And if this has to do with career, maybe this also means that you're ready to change your pace and just leave that job. Or could be something as simple as better, that you're looking to take a break, and taking a little break hopefully will help you refresh and renew your attitude and your perspective of, this job. And when it comes to money, you're at a place in your life that you see that there's more to life than money, more to life than the pursuit of material things, where maybe at one point you thought they filled you, having this and having that, but those gratifications were very short-lived. Let's see what shows up here. Give thanks for the blessings. A little heart here. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. As you walk away from these things that you feel are not true and real in your life. Because you know what? You know that inside your heart, as you go on this journey, as you begin to look for that bigger meaning, you're going to find out what your heart truly desires. Okay, Moon, look at that. How these cards are singing together. Moon. Fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, and part-time. And it's just pretty much reflecting your place as far as the money situation and your career. It's like, you know what? You would rather go ahead and find something that really makes you happy, and you're not really concerned about the titles, and you're not concerned about the things right now. What you're really concerned about are the experiences that you are going to hold dear in your heart. Inner calling. And that's probably what this is. We see this path to an inner calling. You are walking away from these things that have been anchoring you down and literally like feeding off of you and emotionally draining you, and you're ready to seek something that fully engages you and makes you feel whole. Well, Gemini, that's pretty intense. Talk about the full moon, lunar eclipse. Whoa, be ready. Okay. Cancer, with the Eight of Swords upside down, right side up. Eight of Swords. Binded physically and also mentally. Can't see what's happening. There are things you're blocking or limiting. What is going on? Well, when you get it in reverse, it's a good sign. It's like the Five of Cups. It's a good sign. And it's showing that, you know what? You are accepting the situation. You are taking responsibility. Before, you were limited, but now you are seeing, wait, most of this I can change by my own state of mind. I can take responsibility for some of the situations that are before me. And finally, through these swords, which represent the aspect of the mind, you have fought through that. You have fought through that darkness. You have cut those cords. And guess what? You are free now. And you can feel this power within you to effect the change that you need to for yourself and those around you. You know what? When it comes to love, you're very clear of what you want in this relationship. And you see your part in making this unit work. When it comes to your career, possibly this could mean that there's a new job, that there's a new potential for you to, either explore other opportunities. So definitely this one means that while, there might be a little bit of, struggle trying to get things through because you're still working it out mentally, you do see that there's a clear path ahead of you there in your career or your job. So when it comes to money, there are probably still some issues that need to work out, but mostly it's in your head. You do have to plan it out. There might be some anxiety about something that will be coming up in the next few days. Could be probably 10 days or so. So definitely there's going to be some paperwork, some decision, something that involves, money, or what you need to do with money, or a situation that will present themselves that might put a little financial pressure on you. Okay. Let's see when it comes to love. Third eye chakra. Butterflies of transformation. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So deep in your heart, you know that there's some aspect of this relationship that you need to take responsibility for, and what it is that you want out of this relationship and what you want as your role and understanding theirs in this relationship. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Why are the coins upside down? Money coming in, wealth, good investment, career, sales, finance, getting a raise, and lucky. So while things may be with this new job, it looks like there was like a new job or something new that has been presented in your business. And when you're looking at this situation here, still it's not 100% clear. Remember what was revealed about the money situation. So it looks like after a while with the situation that did show up, some things will flow through and you will be able to make some good investments. There could be some generated income through your career, whether it's a raise or some opportunity, business opportunity presenting themselves. And the message for you is inner peace. Cancer, it's about inner peace. It's about, when you come into terms with what your role is in life, when you come into your own, as far as taking ownership of your own actions and being responsible for your future, not only do you release a big burden on yourself, but also you open the gateway and even others begin to see that value and you have more peace in your life. Leo. Okay, Leo, looks like the Four of Pentacles is here and you needed this break. With this message definitely comes in a sense that you may be in solid ground. You feel like, okay, there's some stability. You feel that you're secure in your mind and also in your heart. So definitely from that trilogy sense, there is a sense that, there is some hope that there is a financial stability in your life right now, because there's like a flow of money. Maybe you just got a job, or maybe you got a promotion, or maybe you got a raise, or a business opportunity, an investment that is now flowing in, and this was something really important to you. So as you move forward, this also may be that you have an awareness that what you have is very finite, and so you're kind of boxed in on how to move forward with any financial investments. So in a relationship, you can have the sense of, hoarding or clinginess. So possibly you're feeling a little bit insecure and about this relationship, while at the same time maybe holding on to a past relationship, which is really hard for you now to let go of, and it's hard for you to move on. And it's something to consider, that this full moon energy, lunar eclipse, is asking you to, hey, let go a little bit of that so that you can experience the present moment and move on with your life. So Leo, here you go. With a big heart, beautiful flowers. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So what is it about this situation in this relationship that you might be looking for the faults instead of looking for the virtues? And if you did that, that might help the situation. Okay, as you can see, the mask. Secret stash, save pennies, finding money, theft, acting, assistant, hidden potential, and unknown. So when we will look back at this other message here, saving pennies, I could see that sense here where right now you're being asked to save those pennies and, tap into, when it comes to your career, your hidden potential. Give more. Don't hold back, give more. Don't cover things up. Don't cover things up. That's what the mask is there. Okay, and liberation. So you see, when you're holding on to things, when you're not being your true self, guess what happens? You are not setting yourself free. You're falling back to old traps, and before you know it, you might be back into some old holding pattern that you need to just drop. Look at those. Look at those reactions. Look at these, what I call archetype stories in your life, and see if you're falling back into that pattern. It's time for liberation. Virgo. The Empress. The Empress is reminding you of bounty and beauty, and it's trying to help you. And so we see this female energy here. Stars. The stars in her crown, the scepter in her hand, a calmness about her posture, and the fertility. Could be that this may be a time of creativity for new projects. Could be also fertility as new life coming its way. So very interesting message here. But definitely with this full moon, it's calling here and asking you that as you understand yourself more, as you make the deeper connection with yourself, you will become a magnet for happiness, a magnet for joy, a magnet that attracts the life that you are meant to live. Be kind to yourself and take care of yourself. That's what's really important. In love, this could be that you are in a nurturing and loving and caring relationship, and this partner really cares for you. In career, this also means that you might be experiencing really at work what I call a period of creativity, and people collaborating and people really supporting each other. And with money, definitely looks like you have what you need right now, and enough to enjoy what you have and also be generous if you choose. Okay, and with these angel wings, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. That's what the Empress is telling you. Look for the beauty. Look for the abundance. This time is now for you to take care of yourself and be kind. And look, you've got the pendulum swinging. Fluctuating income, indecision, new strategy, seasonal work, job change, making choices. So as you begin to embrace this idea that literally you are in control, you are in control. And when you choose to see the beauty, and when you realize that all that past that you've been worried about, it's behind you, it's not here, release it. Use this full moon energy to help you transform. Okay, Virgo? And lastly, the inner child. So see, this is a second message for those that are thinking about, creating a family. I'm getting that vibe for the Virgos about family. So there's one area there of creation. On the other note, for inner child is about reconnecting with your purpose, reconnecting with your passions. Let go of the past and release it and embrace new possibilities. As you can see, these beautiful birds are coming from above to whisper in your ear, to be kind to yourself. There are new possibilities. Let's step forward without fear and step in with faith. Okay? Beautiful message for the Virgos. Libra. Well, well, the King of Pentacles in reverse. What's the deal? So when we bring him right side up, we see that he is surrounded by opulence. He has a scepter. He's got control also about the earth elements with these oxens. Even though Libra is a air sign, he has mastered that in the King of Pentacles. Unfortunately, we don't see that here. What do we see here? You need to cultivate stability in your life. You need to cultivate the things that make you feel secure. You need to step down from all that crazy thinking and begin to literally come to earth, come to this throne, come to earth and take a look at what truly makes you happy. What is your authentic happiness? So it is important for you to look at this. So in the area of love, this could mean that someone dear to you is probably facing some tough times, maybe in their career, maybe in love, but definitely somebody here in this relationship is kind of controlling, manipulative, and this is affecting the dynamic of the relationship, that situation of, you know, material, where you don't want to be focused on that. You already see that there's abundance in your life, but you are in this relationship and the other person is just either money hungry or it's just too attached to the material plane. When it comes to career, possibly there might be some issues with your career, maybe feeling a little bit discouraged, maybe a demotion or a loss here of the job that because of circumstances in the economy. Don't take it personal. Start thinking of a plan. And there could be also a little drama at work that might affect your reputation. So stay true, stay on your virtues, take the high road. And in money, well, definitely because the King of Pentacles, the ruler of money, is upside down, this could mean that there could be some losses in money. There could be a debt. Maybe you made some poor decisions with investments. And so we're seeing the situation, you know, showing itself up. Okay, let's look at love. Beware. Okay. Beware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So very interesting message when it comes to this king who may be dealing with someone that might be a little bit too manipulative or materialistic. And what parts of you are you, rebelling? Because if that's the argument. So what's important is to realize that there are qualities that you admire in your partner, and then the ones that you don't like, you also have them within you, and it's something for you to only you can come to terms with that shadow within you. And the person there in your life is there to help you see that. So then when you both can sit down and look at what makes you strong, what makes them strong, and then the weaknesses, and talk them out together, you begin to expose the shadow and improve the relationship. Let's look at Nugget. More material, more of the materials. It's like looking at the king. So what is the upside down Nugget saying? Small increase, valuable info, honest assessment, fresh start, steady work, career building. All of it is in its opposite, just like the king was talking about. So be careful of your investments, be careful of what's happening at work, and be careful with your relationships. But mostly, there might be some losses, and now that's being confirmed. And also, be very careful when it comes to business, dealing with people that are not being honest. And lastly, here we have transformation, transformation. Transformation can't happen if, you are dealing with all this drama and situations right now. So use this beautiful energy of the full moon and lunar eclipse to transcend and transform. The only way to do that is to admit where you are now and focus where you want to go and head in that direction. Are you ready? That's the question. Scorpio. Scorpio, beautiful. In this card, we see family, we see security, we see values because there's a family crest. We see animals and loyalty of friends. We see this abundance here. Here we see something positive when it comes to family, when it comes to relationship, to career. This is a great energy for you. And we're working with the moon. Scorpio is a water sign, so that is being magnified. And with Taurus is really about you enjoying what you've worked so hard for, whether it's in your relationship and, the bond that you have in your relationships, whether intimate or otherwise, and with at work. It's really about now focusing on creating more of that stability in your future, kind of that long term. You're happy where you're at now, but still keep working on your future. As you could see, this older person here with wisdom. And when it comes to money, could be that there's going to be a trickling in of money. Okay, and so what do we have here? Love and lots of hearts. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And so that is beautiful. We see this here. We see what the benefits and the rewards of love and understanding, because there is no right or wrong. It's just love. Now, why is the candle upside down? And it has to do with awareness and seeing and spirituality in my case. But in the area here is ambition, taking action, hustle, manifest money, management, high rank, visibility, and athletic. So when it comes to money, just because things are good now and you feel comfortable because that Taurus really wants to keep you here, do not lose sight that while we're here now, it is always good to have reachable goals. And do not lose sight of those goals, and do not lose sight of a dream. When you get to a new dream, keep putting more colors on your canvas. And we see that here as initiation. I like that. Initiation, because you see you've got this older person here, and then you've got this gray person here. So you've achieved some things, and you look onto the things that you've done. And as you're working with this beautiful moon, it is definitely about letting go of those past things. But mostly, it is more important here to remember that, you want to continue to open yourself up. And maybe you want to expand different parts of you. And what you will be pleasantly surprised as you start on this journey, that more and more things that you've already had will just keep coming to you. Isn't that funny how they say money attracts money? It's the law. And so what you have of now, you will continue to get more of. So make sure you're paying attention to what it is that you're focusing on as you begin this new journey to the next level. Well, there you have it. Let's close out our session now with the little nature deck here. These are from messages from your animal spirits, that nature part of us that we work with. I thought it'd be nice to end with this deck for all of us collectively. Pardon me, but my camera crew is slacking. Shh, don't tell anyone. That's me. I bumped to the camera. Okay, so here we have Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So we have this intense energy with the full moon. And so Kiwi, little cute Kiwi, is asking us, let's connect with nature. Go for a walk. Could be in your garden. But spend some time in nature for the next 7 days. It might help you clear up some of the cobwebs. Kiwi, walking around, reminds us that we just don't have to sit down to meditate, to be aware, to experience ourselves in the now. Through walking, mindful walking, we begin to feel the earth beneath us, the nature around us, and we whittle away all these things that are not in that present moment. They're not in the walk unless we bring it. It allows us to watch our steps and look around and feel ourselves in this magnificent space. I hope that you do try the walking meditation. All right, my dear ones, I hope that you enjoyed this session, but mostly that you get a chance to go out there and sit under the splendor of the moon, even though it is a lunar eclipse, and feel the magical rays of the evening sky kiss you on your forehead. And if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll meet each other on the next video. Be blessed.